Everything always needs new updates all the time. So, as I mistakenly started, so what is it that you guys are looking to do?
That's a great looking question, Cotton.
We'll see how it works out for him.
Might need a bit more of a review. We are all. Oh wait, no, we were given our assignment, our first assignment, and we have Keone's crush guiding us, right? Bone Man, Horn Man, that's what it is.
He's what?
Keone's crush.
Oh yes, well, not it's I mean, yeah, it's exactly second
Ongoing.
horn guy.
Yes.
She's got a thing about horns and just horny guys.
Right. Indeed.
A little on the nose, but
we didn't say it was a deep dive for this joke.
right.
So, yeah, we were following him, I believe, right?
Well, yes, you were to an extent. He only can kind of bring you so far. Not that he's, unwilling to go with you. It's just, where is it that we're going? I've got some stuff. I've got some sources, and what he has given you is that the he thinks the information that he has is saying Theodar is where this stupid fucking clown is.
Okay. So yeah, right. We need
something
the clown again.
like the Theodar
And
area. It's not a town or anything, but yeah.
What were their names again?
Whose?
The guy who gave us the mission and the horn guy.
The horn guy is fucking knocking everything over. I've got Tragar. I don't know if that's how I pronounced it, but it'll just change each week. Tragar. Maybe Tragar. And
Tragar.
where is it's? Nope, not this one. Come on, load faster. And I don't know that you got the name of the other guy.
I know that we got it in the organ room. He came out and he bowed, and I think it began with an L, but I just don't have my notes in front of me.
Wasn't he like the butler though? He didn't come with us, did he?
No, he didn't come with us. I thought he gave us the mission. He seemed, I don't know, more of like a diplomat type of person than combatant. Seems like he's like a book guy or a decisions guy over. Yeah.
Just looking at the map right now, so we've got Tavern 1, which was the first of Croxo's performances. The Rusty Sailor, which we've been using as kind of like a base of operations for some things. We've got the Safe House, which we spent a night in, and then we've got the Leaping Lizard's Haven, and I don't remember what that is.
And I'm trying to remember. There's Dietar and Guyo, but I'm forgetting what those were.
Kevin, you haven't put like any new locations on the map, right? Like these, like the Leaping Lizard's Haven is something that was there previously, or
Yes.
okay, all right, yeah, I don't recall what that was then.
Why can't I even type in? God damn it! Like I'm just not able to type. Okay, finally. I don't know why that was.
Did TJ move his character and destroy the whole map again? That's the best. It's the best.
Not I.
Not I. No, sir. Not I.
No, I'm not even on that page. It's just fucking weird. So, Chris has joined us,
Have.
and we were just kind of doing a bit of a recap, figuring out some things. There were some questions. You've got Tragar, who is, I don't know if you got to see, but let me get back to this page. Come on, roll 20. I believe in you. Don't know why sometimes, but. So this guy, Keone's second love of the campaign.
I feel like he's holding that hammer backwards.
I mean, he could just be doing that for show. I mean, he's pointing the safe spot to, it's kind of on safety mode.
He's just twirling it.
Right, like that's the thing is, he has to twirl it the other way, and then he's gonna, now it's time for smashing.
Where the hammer stops, that's what decides it.
And that's.
Spin, 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 spin.
I'm disappointed that Jen has been muted this whole time. With all the things that have been set up for this guy, all the quotes and. But anyway. Right, exactly. So, we had that guy. There were questions about some of the other things. I don't know if I've answered them. I don't know if some of them just aren't going to be answered. I mean, you'll find out somehow. Somewhere. Over the rainbow.
So does Thragar have a destination he can point us towards that's in Theodore?
No, not really. He was just able to get there. You get the feeling, and you guys know this because of who you are and your knowledge of the city is lately those who are in their kind of faction side don't end up having as much access at that point to the others. Obviously, they have much more access to their own, but the other groups become significantly less approachable and accessible.
In that case, is there, with like the limited knowledge that Thragar and others have given us at this point, is there like a society check or something that we can try to do, like an influence or something that can lead us, whether it's investigation or something else that we could try to do to figure out where it is in Theodore we need to go next to continue this?
Yeah, and I think this is something that we had talked about last time, where it's absolutely something you can do, but I would just want kind of a little bit of specifics of what you're thinking, what you're trying to do with anything, as opposed to just kind of like investigation, where is he?
Right, and so my thought was, and I don't know that this will help at all, but like with the investigator background, and I think we talked about this last time as well, is there basically through a combination of fast talking, determination, and official looking documentation, you can gain access to a place or an individual related to a crime you're investigating. And so, in my mind, the crime is the missing the taking of Croxo. So, is there maybe an investigation or an insight or something along those lines I could try to do to help us figure out where we need to go?
All right, so I really like that. it's just something where it's like you need to find something, and then you can absolutely use that because
Tinker just starts grabbing people and saying,
Hey, you know where Croxo is? No? Alright, how about you?
Yeah.
You know where Croxo is?
Yeah, I mean, Tinker's gonna tinker. I anticipated you already having done that. I mean, we kind of skip over some of the things, like when you guys are traveling, or when you were traveling with Croxo, he was talking and just, hey baby, the whole fucking time. Like, you didn't know if he was breathing, except he was talking, so he's probably breathing, but it's just constant. And I assume that's the same thing with Tinker. Just, always cry. Hey, do you know where Croxo is? Ah! Just that sort of stuff. So yes, absolutely. But until you kind of have more of a lead or direction, it's kind of something where it's like, once you get anything, yeah, absolutely. But it's just...
Could we make a check of some sort for the Theodar area for musically inclined people? So like somebody that may have heard about like Croxo's whereabouts or Croxo's like doings.
I would also like to hit up my underground communication systems. We were in Theodar when we were getting bags of coke.
Yep.
I'm gonna tap up those people and see what they've heard, what word on the street is, to get some information as to if any of my people have noticed any whereabouts of really flashy, really loud fucking clowns. Because we tried to keep them on the low down and it didn't work so well. So I doubt that these people are going to be able to do the same.
If Tinker hears this, he just looks at you and goes,
Oh boy, the last time I did that, I got arrested.
Yeah.
That's why you're not being trusted with doing it.
I was getting high on your supply when you weren't looking.
What are you complaining about? You enjoyed it.
I don't know. I just wanted to be a bartender. Leave me alone.
I'm also gonna tell my hornied friend here I'm gonna ask him any more details. The only thing he had was that Theodar was our starting place. He didn't have any more information than that.
Yeah, there wasn't really a ton more. Those who were apparently kind of seen going into that direction were lost. He explains that the kind of last time they were seen was... Nope, I thought I chose this one. Did you not? Okay, hold on. I'm working on this new toolbar thing that Roll20 put in, and I like it so far, but I'm not used to it yet. So the last time they were kind of around here.
Okay.
What if we split up and see if we can find him that way?
I'm gonna ask my hornied friend to just keep it, lay low a little bit. Don't make yourself so obvious, and suggest that, he's obviously going to be the center of attention. So that maybe him, a couple of others stick together, and then maybe a few of us kind of split off. Like Tinker split off, in one direction, I go another. So maybe the Louis.
Let's go together. 2x2.
I just like the idea of like, all right, split up. Mm-hmm. Tinker, you go that way. All right, perfect.
I do not want Tinker near.
Just and then the rest of the group goes the other direction. Just
yeah, no. Definitely.
Yeah. Until you want a goblin covered
Yeah.
in armor in front of you.
Mhm.
I don't want him near me. I want him near me. Yeah, no, I get it.
I want
get it.
you in my proximity. I don't want you right fucking next to me.
I just.
I want to be able to get to you in like 1.5 turns, maybe.
That's fair. You know what? That's
I-
fair.
I need
You're
a
just
one and a
little bit
half.
more chaotic than I'm looking for.
I do just want to throw it out there that tonight when I threw the message out and I was like, "Hey, are we all playing tonight?" I almost said, "Hey, are we playing the continued adventures of Tinker tonight?" Fully knowing that Tinker
Yeah.
is like the tier B at best character right now. So, yeah, I get it.
Oh, jeez.
So
That's
yeah.
funny.
So what do I need to do to get this information from my underground network? If they've seen anything, do you want me to roll something for that?
Yeah,
We
let's
rough 'em up.
go with an investigation. Making sure you're asking the right questions, maybe the right people, sort of thing.
It could be worse.
So there's some info that you get from some of your guys.
Was Tinker helping me on this? Do I get an advantage?
Can I assist?
As
Yeah.
go away. Oh, wait. Come here. Intimidate or like check on him. Okay, everything's good. All right, fuck off again. Off you go.
Fuck you, what?
Yeah, nope. 90 feet. Remember?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
A move, a dash, and a move away. That is what the court order says. Okay, minimum.
Son of a- I don't like it. Listen.
Okay, but don't like it from 75 feet away at least.
Tinker is snarling like a wild animal. I just like imagine him like a less creepy Gollum. He has like so many voices in there that he's talking to.
I'm conflicted between that and Fizzgig from the Dark Crystal, the little like dog thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one that we threw off a cliff.
Yeah, basically. Yep.
I remember that.
Yep.
A different Fizzgig. Yes.
So the I don't even remember where we were. So you were asking about that stuff. So you hear some stuff about, yeah, there might have been.
Can we narrow it down to a location-esque?
Yeah, the thing that you heard, there wasn't really too much. There's some chatter that there was some sort of escort / abduction sort of news, and they were kind of headed to the north this way.
Entirely different subjects, an escort and an abduction.
Kevin, I have an idea. If you'll allow me, and maybe this can aid, or maybe it would be a secondary role or something. So, as an artificer, and as Tinker has access to things that maybe Tinker shouldn't have, I have something called the right tool for the job. And so, with thieves' tools or artisans' tools in hand, I have both, you can magically create one set of tools in an unoccupied space within 5 feet of you. The creation costs 1 hour of uninterrupted work, which can coincide with a short or long rest. Through the product of magic, the tools are non-magical and they vanish when you use this feature. And what I would like to pitch is, Croxo had a very unique scent. I would say man sweat mixed with alcohol, mixed with cocaine, mixed with probably several other narcotics. And would it be possible to do an investigation check using the right tool for the job, where I create a smelloscope and try to find a path to follow via the scent of Croxo?
Okay.
See him doing that too.
That's exactly what I'm thinking about.
All right. So, would you link that thing? I know you read it. I just
Yeah, so,
you should be able to. Yeah, all right, cool.
did that just do it? I think that
Yes.
just did it.
So you can magically create one set of artisans tools.
I'm playing with. So I have artisans tools. I have thieves tools. I'm just saying that doing this would allow me to create instead of a telescope, a smelloscope that I could then try to use. It doesn't mean it would give me anything, but it just sounded cool, so I was trying to do it.
I mean, I'm very confused as to what this even is saying. I just bear with me. Yeah,
So
so you learn.
Gem, if we had to create or craft a gem, I could use this ability to create a set of gem crafters or gem cutters tools, and then I could attempt to use those tools
Okay.
to craft the gem. What I'm
Oh, artisan
building on
just
is-
yeah, no, I'm sorry, I went dumb. So you can so it's just kind of any artisan tools you can just create any other one?
Yes.
That's
And
weird.
So my thought is
I
that
mean,
I could use
whatever.
this to do the smelloscope that Professor Farnsworth has in Futurama. I just create a smelloscope that I put in my nose and and try to follow the Roxo scent that I know, or Croxo scent I know. Sorry.
My only issue with this is if there was a race that one of you guys were that had should have a significantly higher sense of smell, I'd be 100% down with this. Because I mean, you could try and make that thing. I don't know if it's really going to do much for you.
Well, again, it was so we're kind of sitting here blindly trying to figure out where to go, and this was an attempt to just get a better, zone in on that. That's all. I mean, as the DM, you could literally be like, yeah, you can do this. Roll a fill in the blank check. You still don't know. It just
Yeah. I just worry about giving access to a smelloscope.
So again, it doesn't mean that I'm proficient with it,
either.
right? And it also doesn't last forever. It just means I created a thing that I'm going to try to use, and if it's successful, you know very well that Tinker will try to create this again in the future. But the whole idea of the artificer being this this class that creates things as needs arise. That's why I thought that would be a cool idea.
All right, yeah. I will allow it. And then what you can do at that point is you can make perception checks to smell with advantage, but it might not even be completely possible. Maybe with the 20 on some things. Just if there was you get perception advantage on perception checks as a class thing.
I'm really glad about the advantage because I rolled a 17 and a 1, but I totaled with the 17 a 22. So maybe we got the hint of where they are. I don't know.
So you do. So where are you trying to do this?
Well, you had said that this. I'm sorry. This was the general area.
Yeah, that they had kind of last been seen by Tragar's guys. Yeah.
And after Dolan was get away from me, and then the other person was 75, 95 feet. I assume that maybe I walked into the center. I can't make it happen.
Okay.
But
No.
The center that's right there where
Yeah,
the arrow is on.
Yeah.
That circle between all the buildings. And so going right there, yeah, perfect. Tinker basically is goes check, almost like one of the Lego games, building a thing, and then just sticks in his nose is trying to find.
I can't think of the specific one, but it's it's definitely right out of a Saturday morning cartoon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or heavy metal.
Yeah. I think if anybody needs like an imagination primer for what to think about, Saturday morning cartoons, heavy metal, any Lego game where you have to build things. That's what just happened. Yep, 100%.
All right, so with a 22, you are able to kind of follow up a little bit to the north. You're going to have to keep making this check. It's difficult to try and, follow, because even though it sounds like it kind of happened more recently, you're still struggling with.
I would say before I ran away or ran up to it, I'd be like,
Hey, I got a smell. Follow me.
Oh, we know you got a smell.
Shut up.
all right, so another investigation check? Perception check.
Before that, I'm going to jump to everyone else and see if they are doing anything in particular.
Fuck that guy. Who is he? Leave him alone.
I let everybody know that the information that came back to me, and that the clown was seen far north, and we should start making our way there.
Follow me.
Is she met with silence?
And then I start walking.
I just Tinker walks off. Keone walks off on her own. Everyone else is just standing there, just like.
I'm just kind of like looking
All
at
right.
everyone.
I just imagine you guys kind of just standing in a circle, like high schoolers or something, just like, but not even talking, just kind of looking around, staring down at the ground. Keone says something and then walks off, and no one follows. Just like, all right, later. Right.
Yeah, that seems fairly reasonable.
All right. So what's the rest of the crew doing as Keone and Tinker walk off individually?
Are they walking off in the same direction?
I think Keone's going up this way. I'm not sure though.
I'll follow along.
Okay. No, that's the wrong one. It's that one. Gonna have Ranzador go with you guys as well.
I will tie a rope around Tinker's robot and hold on to it, and I'll just mingle with the wind and levitate behind him.
Wait a minute. My robot?
Yeah, don't you have like a robot thing? Assistance,
No.
dude?
No,
Oh, I thought you did as an artificer.
no, it's different kind of.
Aren't you
artifice
riding
than
a thing?
No, so there's this one, and then I'm gonna see. I think I have the other one on this page. Yes, I do. So I don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, that's where I am right now.
This.
The last artificer I played had.
There's this little dude.
This is the only artificer I remember. From a different timeline, that's why.
Yeah.
Alright,
I
Tinker himself. I will flash
Okay.
on somewhere to him, and then I'll levitate because I can do that at will. So I'll
I
just
do like the idea that you tie yourself to a different robot, and that robot
Wait.
just starts walking in a different
Actually-
direction.
Home Alone
Hold
2.
on, I'm not sure.
Mhm.
Wait, I'm not sure if I can do that at will.
Well, then you're
Nope,
gonna do it
'cause I
now.
have it. Yeah, I'll
Wait,
still do
yeah.
it.
Are you What are you? Are
Air
you an
Genasi.
Air Genasi? Yeah, that's at will. Wait. No, it's
second
once
level.
per short, long rest? Something. Yeah, I remember doing that once, and then I'm like, it's not at will, but it still worked. But
That's how
yes.
you get out of the airship.
Yes. Oh,
we have any kind of a rest? Because it looks like last week I took some shots.
Why is nothing moving?
Yeah, we should be all okay at this point, right?
I'm trying to think. Why would you guys have gotten damaged recently?
Yeah, I don't think we.
So you should be healed.
So, yeah.
Okay, I'll fix that. No biggie.
I mean, if you want to stay damaged, I mean, sure, but.
Just to laugh it off later.
I survived.
His second character said. So, yes.
And
No, not yet. Alright, so you guys are headed up north. Let's get a perception check. Tinker.
All right. All right. So this was a 20. Top is a 20.
Alright, so you are able to follow it. 10. Oh, no.
No, 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 no.
No, I don't want to move the name of the thing.
Just dragging Tavern 1 with me.
Yeah.
what is going on?
No, all of the Theodore. All right,
Looks
and
like he knows where he's going. We'll follow him.
Keone's group continues. Are you heading towards the safe house? Or is that just kind of as you were that way?
Just going in that direction.
Okay.
That is not the destination. I'm guessing Leaping Lizard's Haven is the destination, but I'm still asking and investigating as we're going north. Seeing, obviously we were pointed north, so I'm going to ask the people who, I come across or the people that are more in this section to see if anybody else knows anything else.
Okay. Also, I'm sorry to interrupt. Would you want Tragar with you guys? Or should he hang back?
I was kind of thinking that he was gonna stay more centralized, but not directly next to us. But I don't know how incognito we're being right now. So it's my intention to continue moving in the shadows, stealthily, talking to these individuals. So our big guns, I would say, stay in the center of the street. Like, don't follow me exactly. I'll keep getting word back to you as to where specifically. Just stroll confidently and casually down the center main drag.
Before I agree to this, I want to make sure that Ranzador isn't someone who's also like, well, I want to be in the shadows too, because I think you all are, for the most part. Where am I going? This, because I don't know what Ranzador is. I think is he a rogue? We'll find out when D&D Beyond ever loads. Oh wow, it's got a rainbow. They really care. Thanks, Corporation D&D Beyond. Alright, is Ranzador gonna be out there? Yeah, that's right. Louis Cypher. He is a warlock sorcerer, right?
Yes.
So, stealth isn't necessarily your thing.
Oh, come on. I'm completely
I mean,
incognito.
I'm sure you probably can be, but also, whatever. Yeah,
I'm
rogue.
walking down the middle of the street with a plague mask.
Right. Well, you can't win them all. Yeah, so he's a rogue, so I think he's also going to be out on the edges with you, Keone. Tinker, perception check. And investigation check. You are able to... excuse me. You find someone who seems like they have the information that you might be looking for. And they say, well, I might have seen something.
I grease his palm.
Okay. Yeah, a little earlier. Because at this point, we are... What are we? We are in the middle of the night still, correct? Or am I mistaken? Because you guys went to the library. Or was it morning?
We went to the library in the morning. I have no idea how long we were there, or
Well, the
there weren't
library...
any windows.
When you went there, it was like midnight.
Was it?
Yeah, that's when the whole thing was set up, because that was on the night of the full moon.
Oh, okay.
So I think, yeah, so it would still be nighttime. So a few hours ago, maybe an hour or two, there was some sort of muffled screaming coming up from that way. I didn't see, and let me get this. Nope, let me get it on the right one. Snap to center. Going this way. They went up here, and then I saw them turn the corner over here, but I didn't see where they ended up.
Okay. So I'm gonna make my way that way. Wisp. And do I know anything of the Leaping Lizard's Haven? Am I aware of, whether or not that might be a place I would go to investigate and check?
So you would probably be aware of the Leaping Lizard's Haven, just as one of kind of the lead bars of like Theodar. It's where a lot of main Theodar names might be and hang out, drink.
Are there rooms for rent there?
Let me check. I believe so, but yes, there are.
Okay. Yeah, so then me and Wisp will make our way in that direction. We'll follow exactly where the individuals said.
All right, so nope. Yeah. Up and around the corner over there. Tinker. Perception check.
Okay.
You might be losing it in the wind. You're struggling with continuing to follow this. Not sure, maybe
Mr. Can.
you might have lost the smell in the ocean breeze. But it's still good, but you're struggling a bit there. So as these guys, I'll move them up a little bit. Tinker, give me another perception check.
Not doing good, boss.
I mean, unfortunately, it's not even like it's bad. It's just it's not good enough. It's you had it strong at first, and then you're kind of surprised that you've lost it, but again, it was probably lost as you were getting closer out to the ocean. So you're able to move up a little bit, but you feel like you've lost it at this point.
Oh, man.
I asked Wisp to stay near the main drag and let the guys know to take a drink at the Leaping Lizards Tavern. And I'm going to make my way there and talk to people.
I'm with Tinker.
You were saying... Who were you saying that to?
Wisp.
To me. But
Okay.
I'm with Tinker.
Yeah.
Oh, Wisp is with Tinker? Oh, yeah, no. Who's with me?
Ranzador.
Ranzador. I'm going to say that's a Ranzador. Sorry.
Yeah. I was like...
Yep.
But, okay. And then, so, since he's not here, what was it you were having him kind of tell everyone else?
I'm having him communicate to the rest of the group that I told I would stay in contact with to tell them to take a drink at the Leaping Lizards Tavern.
Okay. Do you mean for him to, like, go out onto the street and, like, let them know?
I mean for him to, like, act casual, incognito, chill, wait for those guys to, like, kind of get there, give them the information in a non-obvious sort of way so that they know to make their way to the Leaping Lizards Tavern.
Okay, so he's staying where he is, though?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I'm asking him to do. He's a sovereign being.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking for, like, what the thought process was. But if he's just kind of standing there as opposed to actively going down to them, I just wanted to make sure. Because that's... okay, so he's kind of hanging out in incognito, but, out visible.
Yeah,
so that,
in the old Western, he would be a guy chilling on a porch with his heel up on the wall, smoking a cigarette and chewing on a haze.
Yeah, got the hat down. He puts his ears down over his face.
Yeah, exactly.
No one notices.
So, la 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 la.
Oh, did you see that rabbit? No, I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah,
because he
like
covered his face.
Little rabbit just chilling.
I can't tell which rabbit that is. Probably the only one, but who knows?
Jesus.
So yeah, I'm
gonna make my way to the tavern and do like a pre scout and see without being too obvious if I can gather any information on my cocaine buddy here. I guess the bartender too. Do I have any relation to anybody in this place?
Can you see in there?
No, I don't see anything. It's black.
Okay. Then let me change this to
very
daylight
dark in
mode.
I
yes.
think it might be closed.
Oh, come on, why is that not? That's supposed to have done that. Okay, come on. Why are you not going with daylight mode? That's what I clicked. It says on. Why you be mean? Dun dun. You should be able to see right now.
Yeah. I can.
You can?
Yep.
Okay. That's weird, because even on... Oh, that's going to be why. Okay, cool. All right. Moving back over to here. What is everyone else in the party doing?
Meandering.
Okay. As you get up, Rainzador lets you guys know to get a drink at the Leaping Lizard's Haven. Tinker and St. Louis, what are you guys up to?
I'm sniffing my spelloscope again.
All right,
I'm
you can go for
laughing
it.
at Tinker, but I will also go down and I will hand him the ring that I have, and I'll say, "Here, put this on.
This.
Just it should help you." And I just say, "Yeah, put this on."
And then you pull yourself in with the rope. Here, try this. And then you just, what is it? He takes it, and then you just let go of the rope, and you go back up 10, 15 feet in the air. Just float away like a balloon that reeled itself in for a second. Alright, so I guess, Tinker, you now have a ring in your possession. Are you going to put that on?
Can I see if I know what that ring is?
I don't know.
My home. Put it on.
Are you too
You know
good
what?
for his home?
Tinker's been through enough with these folks so far. As much as I don't want to say I trust him, so I would put it on. Yes.
Okay, good. It's very cursed. You have disadvantage on all perception
Son of a
checks.
bitch.
Wow.
Don't worry, it's not.
Don't worry. Yeah, said everybody who cursed anybody ever.
Exactly.
Don't worry, it's not cursed. Oh,
The
shit,
evil
it's
queen
cursed.
did not tell Sleeping
So-
Beauty or Snow White that the apple was fucked.
So, what is this ring?
It's my talisman.
Okay.
And my home. It doubles. It doubles.
It is both of those.
It's my genie's vessel, and whoever wears it, I can give certain benefits to, depending on what boons I have, or whatever one, or eldritch invocations I choose. So
Okay, cool. Alright, so let's get these.
this one should help you smell. Well, smell things, not smell more.
Alright, let's get a smell perception check. Excuse me.
So does this grant me an additional bonus, or?
Only if you fail.
Oh, well, so I don't know if I failed. So that's a 17 total.
He still needs a bit more.
You have to say that again. You broke up. Sorry.
He still needs a bit more. So, does do something for him now, TJ?
He rolls an extra d4,
Ooh.
Oh, all right. D4.
and I lose that. It's like a very limited bless.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Well,
What'd you get?
I got a 1, so it's a total of 18, and I think it had been hinted that I needed 20 or better in order to follow a scent.
Yes, unfortunately, that is the case. And I am sad that you're... Because, I mean, that's kind of like just guidance, right?
Yeah, it's like a
But just-
cantrip.
But just...
But then they limit it to my proficiency bonus. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure because it's not attack rolls or anything. It's strictly just ability checks. So I don't know if you want to remove the 3 times.
Yes.
And then just say,
I absolutely do. I mean, you're already limited with the fact that
it's only ability checks.
Yeah, not only that, but you can only use it on one person. It's not like, ooh, you're going to do this here. You other person are going to do this here. It's just you have this ring on. So you can just do that.
Yeah, it's very funny.
In combat, I'd say it's probably going to have to be something where it's like...
We use the 3?
Yeah, something.
Okay, so in combat, because the only thing we would use in combat is like athletics and acrobatics. And then this is dependent on my...
Could you apply it to saving throws?
No, it's strictly just ability checks.
Yeah,
so,
but saving throws are based on ability checks.
I'm disagreeing with you, Tom, but allowing it anyway.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because I don't like your argument, but you're on the right side.
There is an invocation.
I don't like it, but I like it.
there is an invocation for saving throws, but I don't have that yet. That's a higher level.
Oh, okay.
So that's in the works. But this particular one is only for ability checks, and this should... I mean, someone else could get a cantrip and then do way better than this. So if you want to just make it that I can use this, and then if I need to use this in combat, I can mark this off, or how do you want to do that?
Yeah, probably. Because, like, what is it right now? Is it even an action, or is it just something where it's like... Is it a reaction?
No, it's just when the wearer of your talisman fails an ability check, they can add a d4 to the roll, potentially turning it into a success. This benefit can be used 3 times and expended uses are restored when you finish a long rest.
All right, cool.
I don't know why.
Then just we'll do the 3 during combat, and then you can just reset that after combat. It's not even a short rest.
Yeah, for such a
limited thing.
Ability.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it's a cantrip that you can use all the time.
Right.
Before, so
just
like
for
when
more.
Proficiencies get higher, that might need to get revisited. But...
I mean, even so, it'd only be like 6 times, and then
Fair.
At most, at like level 20, it's like you get to add a d4. Like the dice doesn't increase.
Oh, okay.
If the dice increased, we can.
Then you can see like it's limited there, but yeah. So yeah,
this is. Yeah.
That's free for all, and you can use that for saves too. Maybe I'm pretty sure.
If I use it for saves, I'll mark it off.
Okay.
If it's for ability checks, then if you're cool with it, it's only the person who I give the talisman to.
Right. Exactly.
Or myself.
So if
I don't give
it's
it to
already
anybody,
limited.
It's yeah.
So all right, cool. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So you
they
not.
Also only let me go. They also only let me go into my genie place once per long rest as well, which is very strange. But there's reasons for that I've seen people do weird stuff with. But I find it strange. It's like a genie can't go into the lamp. You can only do it once per day, and it's like, oh. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems weird to me.
Also, speaking of weird things that can only go into a lamp once per day, I think Eric just joined us. Blah, blah, blah.
Sorry for the delay.
Not accepted, but whatever.
Is that Capri Sun? Okay.
What? Capri Sun. Okay. He's gonna turn into like a silver ooze. He's just gonna turn into a puddle of mercury.
I prefer to call that a slooze, but yes.
So you aren't in yet, but do you remember where we were at the end of last week? And what you were doing and where you would like to move yourself forward?
We were going to go talk to the dude who I didn't want to give a lift to last time. So I think that's where we're continuing, was to go to the what's his name, Valorant or whatever.
So you were down here.
Yeah.
Meeting with your contact, or the guy who gave you the job, and he had mentioned the guy, and I had it in here, and I probably should have done something else with it, like wrote it anywhere else. Yantal.
Yeah, that's it. There it is, Yantal. Yep. So I think we were going to visit Yantal, and I think Tinker was stuck to my shell, and I was continuously looking around because I kept hearing voices talking over my shoulder.
You can't see me.
Yes, that was happening. Unfortunately,
Also, I love you.
they have taken off and made their way up to the north part of Theodar in different fashions. Some of them smelling more than others. But you kind of know the area of the Leaping Lizard's Haven. So, is that where you're off to?
Yeah, that's where I'm headed to.
Okie doke. Yeah, why did you move like that? Alright. I'm gonna have you catch up a little bit because you would have been on your way. You spot Tinker. Tinker, you also spot him. Is there anything you guys say, or? Tinker has a big kind of funnel, like a horn sort of thing, up to his nose, trying to smell. You think maybe he's just. It could be that he's trying to play the trumpet with his nose and see how good he's doing. But he's kind of sneaking the hose, the end of it, through one of the slots in his face, in the armor.
I mean, to be honest, all of that seems very real or very
Right.
realistic. So yes.
Like, I don't imagine that you put the mask thing up to use it. I feel like that thing was probably welded shut by whoever. It's like, it's for a goblin? Hold on. Just a couple more things. They have welding back then? Back when? Anyway. I don't know. I've lost control. Are you guys saying anything as you notice each other, or?
I've lost my way, but I'm gonna try to find his smell again. I'm gonna find him.
And I'm gonna eat him. Alright, Bortle, are you just on your way? Continuing to the Leaping Lizard's Haven? No. Alright, in the meantime, let's...
There we go. Sorry, I died for a second there.
Yeah, I noticed.
I was just going to continue going, and I figured Tinker would end up connected to me somehow.
shut up.
No, it's not like he's got anything better to do.
Right?
You shut up too.
He's sniffing.
I'm sniffing.
Oh shit! If that's all he's good for, then why don't we just get a dog?
Would be cheaper.
I'll remember this. I will remember this.
Just bail in and of itself is gonna save us a fortune.
Yes.
All right, so Bortle, you continue on to the Leaping Lizard's Haven, and then if Tinker ends up attached, then excellent.
So be it.
If not, Tinker, do you somehow Spider-Man your way onto the Bortle shell, or are you still working on sniffing? Okay.
No, not this time. I'm sticking with sniffing. I think I'm onto something.
Okay.
Probably not,
You're
but
on
I think
something. Smelling something. But...
we do this. Oh. So Keone died.
Oh.
Sad news.
what?
Alright, so you guys, Louis Cypher, Trigar, and Bortle are all at the tavern. I forget what it is because it's not in front of me. Leaping Lizard's Haven.
Leaping Lizard's Tavern. Otherwise known as the shit show of the North.
You walk in and she see Keone dead at the end of the bar.
Oh,
Right.
That's not good.
God damn it, Keone, come on!
I know, I was noticing that and it's just like,
I'm seeing if anybody would talk to me. If I
You
can,
ain't gonna talk to me, I ain't got no need to talk to you.
I mean, I'll spend money, I'll buy shit, I of course will grab up a drink, all while making pleasant conversation with people.
okay. You, yeah, you're able to, especially with art, well, that's an investigation, so you're able to kind of, so I guess I should ask what you're trying to figure out with your investigation.
If anybody here has any more knowledge about the clown or any whereabouts, perhaps they are sort of incognito staying in a room. Here. Anything. Any info. Anybody I recognize, any of my underground contacts here.
There's really, no, I mean, I don't want to do this with a 22, but like for any of that stuff, there doesn't really seem to be anyone you recognize or anything like that. You do notice a few faces around and different things that some people seem to be kind of some importance. There's a few that kind of stick out a little bit. There's a table.
All right. Well, then I'll start with the bartender. If there's nobody that I recognize or have any association with or can have a casual conversation with, then I'm just going to go with the bartender or that like busboy guy that is behind him in the bar. Order drinks, get the down low, find out if they have rooms available, find out the cost of those rooms, and and see if I can, gather. If you want me to like insight, then I can do that. But gathering if they have any knowledge of anything that I'm interested in, specifically in regards to Kravsko's abduction.
Yeah, no, there's not really much that you're gonna need to, and if you were trying to talk to just like some of, just with an investigation, it's kind of something where I'm thinking like you're maybe kind of reading the room. I mean, that's, but like you could talk to some of the other people too who are around. Like there's different people who are sitting at the bar that you could kind of. I mean the scaling's a little wonky on this one, but and if you wanted to talk to the bartender, that would also be fine. So I mean, he doesn't know anything about that stuff that you're talking about. Like if you're asking specifically about the clown or anything like that. If you wanted to
I'd be kind of casual about it, but
yeah,
not quite so open.
Okay. But yeah, he doesn't really have much information on that. It might be because it happened so recently, or it doesn't even seem to be. If you want, yeah, I mean that's most of what you're really able to get as you're just kind of starting and you're in this area. You do find out about the rooms, though. They are 5 silver, and there are some rooms available.
All right, so there's rooms available, and not able to get all the info. Got it.
And the rooms are 5 silver.
Yes.
I'm glad you got all that because I didn't.
Yeah, no, like super speeds up. Right. It goes
Oh,
super
is it
speedy,
happening
super
again?
robotic.
Oh, no.
And then just ignore the pauses. And string the sentences
Yeah.
together. That's it.
Just
Micro machines.
pause yourself and then fast forward your listening. This is frustrating.
Exactly.
It's dumb.
Well, that's disappointing. Okay.
Would I be able to assist her with my folk hero background and getting more info?
You
So
can help me work the crowd.
are you coming into the bar and trying to, I guess, basically just do that?
I'm trying to find out info because, got attacked. I'm just trying to see why. So, where's the door?
I mean, is Bortle on this mission with us? Or no? He's on his own mission.
I mean, Bortle?
I believe I got hired with
us.
With the other.
For this?
From the other barbarian, yes. So.
Okay, cool.
He's just here for stuff.
I'm just here for the party, man.
Just here for stuff. He's gonna get more horses and I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill all his fucking horses.
Already tried that, and you're poor because of it.
I didn't try it. I did it. It was worth it.
So yeah, I would also come in and see if I recognize anybody from my drinking days. So, or my drinking nights, I should say.
There's no one that's really standing out to you. Probably because you've forgotten them, if you ever knew them.
That makes sense.
Also,
Portal walk in and I ask the bartender to have a beer ready for him.
Tinker, perception check. I mean, at this point, just keep giving me perception checks. Real quick.
Was that for me, Tinker? Yeah.
Yes.
For Tinker?
Yes.
Just sniffing around, Tink. Sniffing. I feel like goblins would have a really keen sense of smell as well. You were
Talking
about
brushing it.
you were talking about race.
Own sense of smell, their own smell before anything else.
Right. I mean, and that's the thing. You have to fight past that to be.
I mean, not a goblin doesn't. They don't even notice it.
Well, it's still there.
We smell amazing. Shut up.
Yeah, like other scents have to kind of get past the barrier of their own smell, and I think like what Chris was saying, they get nose blind to it.
He's not a goblin. Don't listen to him.
I mean, yeah. Well, we can ask.
Rat would be like, "Holy shit, I stink all the time."
We can ask. You know, like TJ. See, you guys would think my answer would be biased, but you know, TJ. What would John Goblikon say in his, you know, when he's singing? Because he does that now.
Stop listening to that bullshit. I smell amazing. I love you all.
I mean, what would they say about, you know, smells and stuff? I feel like
I crushed it with that, but okay.
I feel like
John Goblikon say about smells? Sing about smells?
Would he say that, you know, there's, you know, goblins smell and they wouldn't be able to get past other smells?
I mean,
like their own smells.
I mean, he did wipe his taint and said smells like roses.
See?
Concert.
That's what we're dealing with.
Right.
Forgot about that. Okay. So it didn't take you very long. Tinker, you get up there and Ranzador catches you and says, guys, go get a drink at the Leaping Lizard's Haven.
Alright, let's do it.
So I'm going to continue up to the bar.
As I run by Ranzador,
what took you so long?
Oh, let's actually get you guys to. Let's see. What would Mike say? You know, I was actually here before you guys. Something like that. Maybe it would be different. Maybe he'd probably just say it to Tinker too.
Is he coming back?
Chris? Not Chris. Mike?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. He was here last week, right?
Yep.
And I was kind of surprised that he wasn't here this week. So, I don't know. I mean, because we can always pause Ranzador out of existence if we need to. And if Mike's here, all of a sudden he is too. On his secret mission. Alright, so now we've got some people, we've got everyone at the bar. Some are going up to the bar.
Yeah.
Kevin, you just went all Robotronic again.
Sick.
Oh, I thought that was, you know, like hillbilly drunk.
No, just Robotronic.
So we've got everyone at the bar. And some people are up at the bar.
A couple people at the door, for sure.
Yeah. So what is everyone doing?
I think I'm most interested in knowing what Genghis Khan is doing and what this lady's doing. Susie Square Arms. That's what I want to know before I walk in.
I like how just sizing people up. They're just sitting there drinking at their table.
Alright, well, let's go in and rock this place for Croxo.
And, oh yeah. No, 100%. God damn it, Kevin. If I wasn't Tinker, a whole different scenario would go on, but I'm Tinker. I have one mission in mind, and that is...
Where's Croxo, bitches?
Bam.
Oh shit, there's more people in here.
This is Tinker's first time at a tavern. His first time every time.
Oh my god!
What are you doing here?
Is happening?
It's like, what do you mean? What are you doing? Go away.
But as Tinker walks in and sees more people than he had planned on, including somebody that probably says things like dingus over here, he just goes,
Ah shit! I thought I knew what this place was. Also, hey, who are you?
and I yelled that out at this. Actually, no, he doesn't do that. He yells that out at the lady in armor.
Hey, who are you? Yeah, you. Who are you?
She doesn't even turn around or pay attention.
Shit. Anyone else? Who are you?
He just yells out, sees somebody responds.
Yeah, mostly people are kind of just kind of staying, not paying attention as much, at least for the time being. Like, some people are kind of glancing over, but just like, wait, what? Okay, well, anyway, the hell? Back to drinking.
All right. Well, in that case, Tinker looks around, sees a dingus, several Genghis Khans, and just goes
Alright, I might as well take my chances.
and walks over here and sits in the chair that's right there.
Okay.
Says,
You heard anything about a clown?
and he does his best to be charismatic about it. Which, by the way, he's got a
Not very
0 in
charismatic.
charisma. This is a very different character than Hal. This is a very different character than Hal.
Agree to disagree, but you know.
Okay, wait. Maybe technique is the same, but the ability that backs said technique up, very different. Very different.
And yeah, we'll get Rand's door. He'll go into the bar.
And somebody, but I'm just not sure who that is, whether it's them or you.
So, no, I haven't heard anything about a clown.
You sure? Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they stink.
Yeah, well, speaking of stink.
You're welcome.
And he gets up, and as he walks away, he goes,
That was my fart box.
and then he walks away. And he goes,
Guys, I don't know where we're supposed to be or what we're supposed to do.
Alright, Tinker's getting a little bit more attention paid to him. What is everyone else doing?
Laughing at how idiotic Tinker can be.
or maybe think that Tinker's creating a giant distraction for the rest of you assholes to figure out what's going on.
I was going to ask the bartender about old what's his name? Ballas. Oh, damn, it was in here somewhere.
I had copied it.
Yantal. I'm going to ask him if he's seen Yantal around.
Who's asking?
I am. My name's
Internal.
Portal. I've been here a few times, I believe. I had business with him the other night. Did not go so well, so I was looking for him.
What are your intentions?
Right now, I just want to have a conversation.
Yeah. And what kind of conversation's that? That the kind that starts messing up my bar?
Nah, the one that starts with words, and if anything goes south, it would be taken outside the bar, as I do not try to destroy fine drinking establishments.
You'll find him over at that table. And he points you. Oh, come on. Gonna have to get used to that. To this table.
Alright. I would thank him, pass him a coin as a tip, take my beer, and motion to Keone and start meandering on over to the table on the left side of the wall there. With John C. Riley himself.
Alright, Keone, what are you up to? Are you following, or are you just kind of... Okay. You're making moves. Maybe keeping an eye out or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just observing the scene, watching
Okay.
what goes down. If nothing pans out from this location, then I'm probably going to move on. But
Okay.
I'm gonna see what my peeps are doing, and not really act like in any sort of overt recognition of them or anything like that. The only thing I did was have that beer ready for Bortle.
Yeah. St. Louis, Morningstar the 3rd. Let's... Could I get a... What am I looking for? A charisma, like, persuasion... Probably persuasion check. As you head over to that table.
Okay, persuasion.
Nice. Alright, so as you get over there, you notice that in the corner, you go to sit down, and there's this guy standing in the corner, and as you're moving to the table and going to sit down, he kind of leans forward. But when you get there, you start off and you say something. And give me a perception check real quick.
Eventually.
Okay. So it's tough because it's just like, are you doing it, or it's like, oh no, I've been rolling for 2.5 minutes. It's like, all right.
Well, I rolled. Wow. I don't know if this is just my browser or what the hell.
Please comment.
I don't know what my plus is because it's not. Doesn't seem to want to come up. Okay, finally.
That's pretty cool, whoever this guy is. I like the ram horns in the bottom of the axe.
All right. So you don't notice, but this guy kind of leans back a little bit, back to where he was, and you're sitting in between these two women on the bench, and across from a guy who looks like he might be a mage or something, wizard of some sort. What are you doing?
This was the mage.
Yeah.
What about these ladies?
You don't see that they really have anything like any magic or weapons or anything like that. They don't seem like they would be adventurers.
And the guy across from me just looks like a wizard. Anything else unique about him?
Not really. He just kind of seems to have some sort of, some magic power. You can't be sure exactly how much, but it's just like the fact that you look at him and it's like, yeah, you're some sort of a magic user of some sort.
Alright, and do I feel like I was interrupting anything? I think I would walk over here and...
Yeah, you definitely were, but the thing that happened is, as you walked up, your persuasion, you might have told a joke or just came, in there and you were, it just worked out however you pulled it off, where it's like, oh, well, all right. You broke the ice and it wasn't something where anyone was awkward or anything like that. So it's just like, okay, sure. Join us. Might as well.
Okay, and as I join them, are they like resuming? And what is he doing if he's resuming what he's doing?
Oh, they're just eating and drinking and talking.
Okay. Well, first say, you seem like a man of some renown.
Ah, you have good eyes behind that mask.
So what are you known for?
And the woman to your left starts laughing. Yes, what is it that you are known for? He kind of leans back a little. Well, he is known for having his magic often backfire in hilarious ways that are harmless, but one of the funnier times was when he cast fire and wet himself in front of the audience that were there to see this.
That's pretty wild.
That only happened once, and why are you telling just a stranger?
So more of a performer.
Sounds like a hateful bitch.
So do you know any other performers? Maybe some bards? I heard of this clown bard that's been hitting some of the bars around. Anyone heard of him? I think it was Croxo.
Oh, I've heard of him, but I wouldn't think that he's coming up to this bar.
I don't think he's shown up to this one yet. I don't know if he's still on tour, but
I was surprised that he even came up here in the first place.
That he came up here?
She meant to the town.
You're surprised that he would even make it to this region?
Yeah. Yes, apparently he's big out to the west, but I'm surprised that there was enough influence for him to come over this way. But apparently he has some sort of an odd following. And you can't argue with the numbers. Apparently they don't lie.
Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that it doesn't seem like he would come here willingly or was directed to come here. He probably would wander off here, but he was not directed to come here, so he's probably taken against his will. And there were people that were after him, so I don't think I would get any more than that from these people if they don't know. But I would listen in to a little bit more about the tales about this wizard here. And didn't this guy want to speak up at one point?
Nope.
No?
It never seemed like he was going to be speaking. It was more he leaned forward ready to, take care of anything if need be. But then he leaned back.
Alright, I would listen to the rest of the stories about the wizard and wait to leave with the party. But it doesn't seem like there was much more information about Croxo.
Okay. So, yeah. Then you're able to continue listening to stories like that. Keone is hanging back, so let's move to, I think Bortle in that case. Unless Chris, Louis Cypher, is doing anything in particular other than laughing at Tinker. Okay. Tripping any barmaids or... Alright, so in that case, we move to Bortle, heading to the table.
Alright. So, I would move over to the table, greet the fellows there with a raise of the glass, and ask if they had seen Yantal at all recently.
Why? Who's asking, dingus?
Well, him and me had a job, apparently, the other night, and it did not go so well. So I was just looking to talk it out with him, see where he was at.
What job?
You know, it was a transportation gig, but I don't know any more than that. So I was just looking to talk to him about some details on it.
So you don't know who Yantal is, even though you had a job with him?
No, I know who Yantal is, but I was just looking for him.
Huh.
I don't see him from what I recall of him the other night around here, so...
Well, did you try his house?
No, I met him only in a bar, so I haven't been to his house yet.
Alright, well, if you want, you can try his house. He's down, and he'll kind of direct you to Yantal's house, kind of in the a little bit more central part, and to the east in Theodar.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I'll go looking for him. Enjoy your
right.
evening.
Thanks, good luck.
So, as a side, have I been to that location in Theodar before? Or have anybody been to that location before?
I mean, you've been around places that are like right there, but you haven't been specifically to here.
All right. I think I go back to the bar and have another drink and make sure I notated down in my mind when I was sober where the house was.
Okay.
And mosey on out after everyone's done causing mayhem.
Okay. So as you leave, is anyone else doing anything in the bar? Or are people kind of hanging back? As Bortle leaves, that's great, Bortle left, but we're hanging back.
I'm going to tail Bortle.
I mean, leaving staggered, or...
If I'm leaving staggered?
I'm saying, like, if you guys, rather than leave as a group, leaving staggered sort of thing.
I'm not saying anything to anybody. I'm just sort of tailing Bortle. I'm not even sure.
Right. Everyone else staying in the bar?
Is there anything else of interest that's going on in here?
Doesn't seem to be.
Then yes, I will leave.
All right, and the only one left, St. Louis. Are you staying?
No, I'll get up and leave the rest of the party. I'll leave last. Shit, I gotta get my ring back from Tinker. That's what's on my mind.
Can't believe I did that. A moment of weakness. Okay, so now I have to bring you guys back onto the right layer. Token. Everyone's back now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there he is. So yeah, Bortle, you are aware, you know that over here. Nope, don't move it. Give me the ruler. Over here, kind of follow the main road, and over this way is where you were directed to Yontal's house.
Alright. So I'm going to start following the route, but I'm going to, once I make that turn, I'm going to be a little bit more perceptive and a little more inconspicuous. I don't want to stand out as much as, you know, a
giant turtle can. Yeah.
A turtle doesn't stand out in a crowd.
Right.
But just try to move with crowds and not looking out of place.
Well, there's not really much for crowds because it's late.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of the middle of the night, almost to the point of some places are wrapping up, like some bars, they're kind of closing up. They're still open if people are still drinking, but it's just not as crazy in some of the places. So, I mean, you can still try and do that. I'm just explaining that it's not really going to be something where there's going to be lots of crowds to blend in with.
Yeah. Well, then I'll just kind of...
So just kind of the shadows, if you can, yeah. Okay. And then everyone else following behind him, close, further back, who's hiding, who's kind of just around, anyone going different directions. What are the thoughts that we've got going on?
I'm hiding, staying back, just scoping out where he's going and paying attention. He's safe.
Everyone else? Hanging back, going up with him, sneaking behind.
Sure, let's make it a party.
Yeah, go up with them. That's fine.
Okay. And he's starting to kind of try and go a little stealthier around the corner, as he was saying. So if you guys are kind of also doing that, cool. And then also, what are Ranzador and Tragar doing? I mean, I guess, you know, they can hang back if you want, kind of across the street a little bit from where the turn is. So they're kind of on that side. And Tinker, what are you up to? Oh, is he not here? Okay. He's still AFK. Alright. So, Bortle. As you get up there, give me a... I guess, what are you doing as you get up to kind of the area that Yantal's house is?
Yeah. What do you need, a stealth check or?
So if you're trying to sneak up and then it's kind of, you know, what are you doing? Are you trying to sneak in? Or are you trying to just, hey, what's up?
I'm first trying to sneak over to the house to just see first if there's any activity going on, like any lights on, if I notice any, you know, figures talking on the outside, open windows where I can hear, you know, conversations. I'm not trying to make myself known yet.
Yep. So no, there it seems dark, not really much going on. Middle of the night, doesn't seem like there's no one out on the outside either.
Does it look like anyone's home right now?
Unclear. You're not seeing any movement, so there's no evidence that there is anyone home. But I mean, there could be someone there, just you aren't aware of it. They could just be sleeping, so they're not moving around. Without further investigation, it's hard to confirm that there isn't something going on or that someone's there. But there's no evidence of anyone being there.
Okay, do I notice any unlocked windows that I could maybe try and sneak into, as much as a turtle can sneak into an open window?
Right. So, I mean, you wouldn't you wouldn't be able to necessarily notice without going in and maybe trying them. Unless there is some sort of way that you can think of where, I mean, I'll take an argument saying this, like, no, I'd actually be able to see because this. You know, the windows that they would use would actually have a latch like this that you could see from the outside. Although that sounds like a very bad design.
Well, I mean, some older windows did have latches that you could see in between, like the little slit, and could lift up with like a nice little, thin piece of metal or something. But
yeah, and maybe this is bad because it's right by the sea, but I'm gonna say that they have glass and like little latches. I mean, we've got magic. We have to be able to have figured out how to melt sand. An errant fireball definitely discovered that for them. It's like, oh, whoa, that's cool. Let's do that more often. So it's smaller and they're not really visible as much to see, if this is locked or not.
Would I be able to test it softly to see if one's locked?
Yes, sorry, my cat is knocking over my mic and stuff.
It happens.
Yes, so yeah, you can go up and try and test a window to just make sure. Okay. See if it's locked or not.
Yeah, I'll test that. What would you need?
Give me a stealth check. Okay, so yeah. You're able to go right up. You test this one, and you notice that it is actually unlocked. So you are able to slide it up.
Yeah, I want to slide it up and do my best acrobatic or athletic light leap into the house.
Yeah, let's go acrobatics.
What was that?
Acrobatics.
Athletics or acrobatics? Which one?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Ugh.
Uh,
If it was athletics, I would have been a little bit more athletic, but oh well.
Well, yeah, I mean, if it were athletic, it would be 100% more athletic.
That's true.
So, it's not as graceful as all of the stealth and everything that you moved up with. You kind of get in there, and you flop on your back a little bit. Fortunately, no one heard it because you were able to kind of muffle that with such a good stealth. You were really feeling it, but you felt it too much. You're on your back a little bit. You roll. You get back up. No big deal. No one saw that. No one heard that. We're good. So you did make it in the house. Not as smooth as you were hoping. And then as everyone's basically able to see him. Is anyone also keeping up with him?
With the turtle?
Yes.
I'm here for moral support from afar.
Okay.
Watching him climb into a window, wondering what the hell's going on.
I do like that the one that's sneaking into the house is the barbarian and not like the one of the three rogues. But things happen.
You can do it, buddy. I believe in you.
Okay, so everyone's kind of hanging back, just kind of seeing how this plays out. I imagine. I'm sorry, what?
Yep, no, exactly.
Okay.
How it plays out.
I imagine that eventually I'll get this. Kind of from different angles, you're watching, kind of like setting up around, like setting up a perimeter and watching him from different angles. But, okay, so, Bortle, you are currently breaking into this house that was unlocked. And with that, I'm going to pause as it's after 11, and then we'll pick up next week from here with breaking into this house and see where this goes.
Roger.
All right.
Yeah.
So, we will see you guys next week then.
Sounds good.
Indeed, I'll try to be better on the time frame on the next one.
Nah, no big
Yeah,
deal.
how dare you?
Right? I'm personally insulted
I figured.
because it's about me. It always is.
I knew it.
All right, cool. We'll talk to you guys later. What is?
Later.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Later.